So Paulina, let's start a little bit with just few words about you, what you do, where you live. Well, we know where you live, Amsterdam. But yeah, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. My name is Paulina. I'm originally from Poland, but I moved to Amsterdam about 8 years ago. And about 3 years ago, I decided to leave the corporate environment and I started my own business. And right now, I'm executive and leadership coach, and I work with CEOs of scale-ups.
Oh, yes. And you're good at it. You're very good at it. I love it. So Paulina, tell us where you were. What were your results like when you joined us, and what inspired you to join us?
Yeah, so I was just checking my numbers again yesterday, actually. I was at the level of about 4,000 average euro per month. And it was obviously, not what I wanted. And I was going for, I was thinking, maybe 20,000 euro will be what satisfies me. And a friend of mine, another coach, told me about your event, and
really?
Yes, and she's also with you. It's funny because she referred you to me, and then I went to masterclass. I became a client, and then I referred her, and she became a client after.
I love that small world, huh? I love this.
So it was fun. And basically, from the first day, I was just like hooked. And I had the best success advisor ever, Anna. And she was like, "What's your goal?" And I said 20,000 per month. And she's like, "I don't know. I don't think so. I think that doesn't excite you. What would really excite you?" And I was like, 50,000 euro per month would excite me more. and then it was kind of that inspiration of something bigger. And I think this is why I felt very inspired to join. And I think I booked immediately on day 5 and paid in full and never looked back. So
you're a quick decision maker. I love that.
Yes.
So tell me, how long were you in business before you joined us? How long were you earning that 4,000 average?
Oh, so I started a business last year in January, and I joined this year in February.
So like a year, maybe.
About a year, but at the very beginning, my income last year, revenue for last year, January was 0.
Yeah.
And I think February was 20 euro because I was doing certification, and I was basically accepting any fee just to get the hours. And then it was about 1,500. Then I joined a business mentor, and I improved there with her help. And then it was going a bit up and down. And then I joined in February this amazing
How
program.
How long were you kind of averaging around 4,000? Was it a few months?
Yeah, for sure. It was maybe a half a year.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
And
So
it was, there was a peak maybe of 8, and then there was 2, and then more or less, right? 5, 4.
This is very common, actually, this kind of pattern. Okay, so tell us the biggest wins. And actually, before you say, Paulina was like, "Oh, Eva, I have more wins." And I'm like, I love this. Every time I interview you, you have something new to share. This is so inspiring. So Paulina, tell us what's the biggest changes that have happened for you so far?
Yeah, so I have to always think back because it's been such a ride. It's been so quick. I actually checked that it was in May that it really lifted up for me and became much bigger. So the biggest win so far was that I upgraded to serve CEOs of scale-ups. And I also upgraded to offering leadership programs, which before I was offering one-on-one, and I was kind of, I was great at it, but now I'm offering kind of the packages, for the CEOs and their executive teams.
Yeah.
And since May, when I offered the first one and got approved, and it was about 40,000 euro. Yeah. Then the next month, the month after, with one masterclass, I got one client, but again, it was 40,000 more or less, about, you know, another CEO with executive team. So, are you there? I lost you for a bit.
I can see you. I can hear you. I think
Yes.
I don't know
Yes.
if it's mine or yours.
Okay, great, great.
I'm not sure, but yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay, but you can hear me. Okay. So yeah, so basically that was the win to really up level my mind to be able to offer those programs and also close those deals, right? And then deliver as well. So I have that, you know, that's amazing. And the win of just selling at more ease. So I was checking the numbers and I thought, I don't have any new wins, you know, and then I checked my numbers, and actually with just like few other offers, I hit 20,000 euro this month, in July.
Love it.
So, yeah,
Congratulations.
this is huge. So it's not my C-type level yet because that's 50K, but literally it's 20,000, which in February I thought would be my big goal, right? And only in end of July, it's here. Um, and financially, last quarter, I hit 22,000 for the whole quarter.
And now you got it per month.
So exactly. So it's just like really, right, amazing growth and just up leveling constantly, and I know it's just the beginning basically, and I really have a strong belief about that. So
and I think I just want to pay attention to this because, you know, people might be a little bit confused. So you went from earning 4,000 from multiple one-on-one clients to signing on one client for a leadership program charging up to 40,000, and
yeah.
that gave you 20,000 per month. I mean, this is huge.
Yeah, so so the first client was in May for 40,000,
Yeah.
and that's over 6 months. But then in the month after, June, I got another client like that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, and then I upsell to them other programs, basically, which are smaller amounts. But
Yeah.
the this month was 20,000 of revenue, which is absolutely amazing. Yeah.
Congratulations. So you multiplied 5 times.
Yes.
5 times, my
In
friend.
5 months.
Well
No,
done. 5
kind of
months in 5 months.
6 months, maybe 6
So
months.
good. So good. Love it.
Yeah.
So listen, this is so good. Tell us, like, this is fabulous. Like, you know, not only you multiplied 5 times, but it's like with less hassle around selling. It's just like, you know, one big package and boom, this kind of revenue. So, you know, in order to create these beautiful results outside, we change something inside. What do you think has changed in you personally that helps you create that kind of results? What's changed?
Yeah, I think I always say the same thing because it's true. It's the belief that I can do it. And I still, you know, the more I now meet people who inspire me, like yourself and other amazing people, who they always say the same, right? Oh, I was at this level and now I'm at this level, and I always thought that it was only for other people, right? And of course I also thought the same. Oh well, it's only other people that can do it. It's not available to me. That was the big kind of belief, you know. How would I make it, right? Why would I make it? So now I know I can make it.
Now you're that person. Oh, I used to be there. Now I'm here. I used to be at 4 and one-on-one clients. Now I'm at 20. One client. Woohoo!
Yeah, but I'm going big. Like I'm not stopping. I have great vision, and I just really know. You know, it's the knowing, the inner knowing, the belief that it will happen. It's just a matter of time. But because I'm doing what I love, because I serve, because it's all really, you know, it's not just making money for the sake of it, but it's all tied to my purpose.
Yeah.
So it's tied to spirituality, and everything helps me as well, right? But I just believe that it will happen. So this is huge, of course.
Beautiful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So Paulina, I love asking our clients about the decision-making process. So when you were making a decision to join, I know you joined fast, but was there anything going through your mind, or maybe some environment in the way of you starting, and how did you make the right decision?
So for this program, it was very fast for me, but it wasn't my first program. So if you don't mind, I will share what happened to me before. Because I think that the first time you invest big, that's when the biggest fear happens. And then you kind of learn, right? Because you know that whenever you invest big, it's just coming back, like, 10x. So I remember when I first invested in a business mentor, it was really, oh my God, I was sick in my body. Like, I literally felt the fear coming up to my ears, and I had this visceral feeling that that is fear. So, but because I was already a coach, I kind of could tell myself that this is fear, and I'm courageous, and that's my value. So I'm not going to let fear stop me. So I did that, right? But I was literally almost sick. And people often, I think, they think that this is not meant to be, but it's totally not true. It's not meant to be if you don't feel anything. If you like just not inspired, not interested in it, then it's not meant to be. But if you feel the feelings, it's your sabotage coming up, and it's absolutely meant to be, and that's what you should follow. You should follow that fear and just do it. So I noticed that it improved for me whenever I invested in anything bigger for me, and the TIR. I would say that there's always this excitement, and then of course there's feel like, oh my God, it's so much money. Oh my God. But then it just, like, I don't know, I connect to the goal. You did amazing job, right, with that. Connect to my goal, and thinking, when I'm there, I will not just worry about it, but I also use my other experiences to help me do that, right? And now, I don't have problem investing, even if I don't have all the buffer, but I just believe that it will always come back, because come on, I mean, I just hit 20K. It would not be possible without investment. I wouldn't do it by myself ever, I think, because you need help. We need help to learn the things that we don't know and then change our mindset to that. So it won't just happen by reading the books. Sometimes people think that, oh, I just read that book and maybe do I don't know, Udemy course for €50 and I'll be fine. It won't work like that, right? You need the mentor, the coach to help you with blind spots. You need to be able to ask questions. Like, I now don't ask many questions because I don't need to ask many questions. I can help myself. But at the beginning, I think you remember, I was asking you questions every time, and it was very needed for me to ask them.
I love what you said. What's really interesting, this morning, I had a couple of messages from our participants saying that they don't feel easy about this decision. And I was like, you shouldn't. And I really, I want to actually explain to everybody, if you're waiting to feel comfortable about this decision, it will never happen. Because by law, the decisions that are the most life-changing, there's two things that are happening. Number one, the real you who wants your goal is telling you, yes, they can help me reach my goal. And it kind of feels exciting, it feels right. But then there is a big part of you called paradigm, which controls 95% of your financial and sales results. And that part is supposed to stop you. That part is supposed to stop you from doing anything that is outside of your comfort zone. And it evokes worries, doubts, and fears. What can go wrong? What if it doesn't work? What if I waste my money? And so you don't feel easy about this decision. And so, if you're waiting for feeling easy about a decision like this, forget about it. You will probably never invest, and you will be getting the growth and results that you have right now. So I think it's all about education of understanding, like, it's not meant to feel easy. It's meant to feel right. It's meant to feel, yes, this mentor can help me hit my goal. And I want my goal so much that the desire is bigger than my fear. And we did session 3, of the masterclass. What's the worst thing that can happen? How will you survive? There's nothing really bad that can happen. And there's only good. Like, you can see time and time again, Paulina, she was away for a weekend and she's like, yeah, I will still do the success story. Why? Because she loves giving back. And also she has fabulous results very fast. So Paulina, what would you say to people that are out there right now, maybe battling with some of those fears? So maybe tune back into where you were at the start, making that first life-changing decision.
Mm.
So, they know that I can help them. They know my team can help them. And yet there is that fear trying to take them out. What would you say to them?
Yeah, I would say that really ask yourself, what do you want in life? And make that decision for yourself. And then just commit to it. Because I knew that I wanted to be a coach. And I knew that I need to increase my money coming in, because I knew that I didn't want to go back to corporate. But if something didn't work out, I would be fine and I would go back. But I didn't want that, because I really was, there was just one way, right? I was going that way, and I would do anything that that helps me with it. So even though I was scared, I kind of knew that, walk my talk, right? If I want to coach people, like, I also need to get everything that will make me grow. And I didn't even realize how much I will grow, by the way. But it's always like that. Every time I invest in anything, it's just blowing my mind. And again, you just need to feel that you like it. You feel energized, right? Like, if you are listening to it on Sunday evening, and by the way, I'm here on Sunday evening, I have better things to do, but I really believe that it can help. It can help people to live a happy life, and that's how we change this world. Everyone can be happy. It's available to everyone to be happy, to make money, to live on purpose. And this is my purpose to do that too, right? That's why I'm here, and that's my commitment, right? So I would say really commit to where you want to be, and then get help. And this is the best help. I mean, Eva, you are, I don't know if you mentioned that, but you maybe are modest, but you're the best consultant of Bob Proctor's, education stuff.
I did mention, so, I did mention I am second in the world. And also this weekend, I think it was Friday, we had a celebration of 19 times in Bob Proctor's inner circle. Yeah, yes, my results are just sharing in terms of how much I can teach you how to apply this. Like,
but you're amazing at it.
Yeah,
you're really, really good at it, and I'm always constantly surprised, in a positive way, every time when you're sharing knowledge, when you're up leveling all the time. So I feel the energy changing, and you always have great teachings for us, and great answers to the questions. That it's always, even if I don't have a question, I'm like, I needed that. That's amazing. That's great, right? So there's so much value, right? I watch every Q&A, even if I'm not there live, I watch it, I'm committed to that. So even though I have results, I'm not taking part anymore, right? I'm committing my time, and I'm committed to this work. So
yeah, brilliant. So listen, guys, we hope this inspires you. I think, the results, so physical results are always telling the truth of, number one, of how effective the program is and the mentor is, but also the physical results are telling you the truth about where your mind is at, not about what you're capable of, but where your mind is at. So I really want you to take an honest look at your physical results around your income for the past 6 to 12 months. And then ask yourself, what is your goal? And if you're not going to change something massively right now, where are you going to be in the next 6 to 12 months? I mean, like, this is what Paulina said, I am committed to my goal. And when you are committed to your goal, your commitment is visible in your schedule and in your checkbook. You actually spend money to fulfill that commitment. And if you're really serious and you feel that we can help you, you can't just go back and settle. Like, now you are aware that you need support, right? So you need support in order to create permanent habits to fulfill your goal. And I think, like some people say that they're committed, but they're not. It's more like wishful thinking. Yeah, I would love that if it's easy. But, people who are really 100% committed, they're like, whatever I need, if I need a mentor, I'm going to grab it. If I need something, I'm going to do it. And whatever it takes, I said I'm committed. That means I'm going there and I'm not going back. And if you are watching and you're committed, like just invest, and all you've got to do is show up. And Paulina had massive results in just 4 months. You can do the same. All you've got to do is trust an expert who has or knows the things that you don't know yet and helps you create habits around selling and enrolling clients. You cannot fail with this. So we hope that we inspired you. There is a link in the description of this email, of this video. Today is the final day where you can secure our special offer. And, I'm just going to say something very, very important. I think, Paulina, a lot of people think that they have plenty of time in their life to do courses like this. And I think that's the worst way you can think. When you think, not now, I'm going to do it another time, this is actually your mind controlling you and giving you excuses in order for you not to change your life. And if your mind told you today, not now, I'm going to do it another time, but you felt like we can help you, I want you to ask yourself, how long have you had this goal? And when is it going to be now? Because your mind is telling you why not now, but like this is actually the sabotage, right? This is what the paradigm does. It invokes worries, doubts, and fears. It comes up with ridiculous ideas, why not now? And if you don't do it now, when? Like in next 6 months, you're going to have another excuse. And in next 6 months, you could already be living the life you want. You could already have the 20K, 50K, whatever. You could have the time for your family, the relationships, the confidence. But it only happens when you're playing full out, just like Paulina did. I'm committed, I'm doing this. If I need a mentor, I'm going to register and enroll. So we hope that this gave you food for thought and this inspired you. And yeah, we're here for you. The link is there and we're waiting on the other side. You get to hang out with Paulina and myself and people like us who are doing things in life. It will rub off of you, So make a decision, join us, and we are waiting for you on the other side. Paulina, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And you're so right. It's Sunday. And, both of us have common trait. It's our purpose to help people. And when your purpose is to help people, you want to give back. When you have good results, you want to share them. And I really appreciate that. Whenever I ask you, even if you're traveling, you're like, yeah, I'll hop on board. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys.